Yo, yo, yo! What's going on? Filmtopians, welcome, welcome, welcome. How is it going? So good to be back. Another week in the books. We are now on episode 2 of the Filmtopian in the spring live stream. So, welcome to everyone that is returning, and welcome to everybody that is new. As you can tell, what's going on, guys? Got a lot of people now here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oscar's in the chat, baby. Welcome, Oscar. Thank you for being here. I know, you're sacrificing your sleep right now, so I appreciate that. Adrian's in the chat. What's going on, my good friend? How are you doing? Let's see. Common 663 Oxide. The intro's lit. Thank you. It gets me hyped up too for these live streams. So it definitely has a purpose on top of looking cool. Let's see. Josh M in the chat. What's going on, Josh? How's New York? How's everything out there? Hope everything's good. Noel's in the chat. Noel. Woo! One of our first giveaway winners just received his today, so stoked on that. AJ was like, Ricardo, call to set. But yeah, what's going on, family? Hello. See, I told everyone he was doing his hair, but he ran out of time. All right, I'm not gonna lie, that's partly true. It's because this thing that I'm wearing right now is very it's very tight. So I was gonna go change into a different shirt. That ended up not working, but I'm glad I'm wearing this one, even if it's a little tight, so long as I don't show my stomach. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of the shirt for this episode? I know it's Civil War era, Captain America Civil War era, but you know what? Thought I'd bring it back. But yeah, let's see. What am I working with my hair? I should, if I'm trying to be homeboy, if I'm trying to be the Winter Soldier, I gotta let this down. All right, now I feel in character. I'm Bucky. Cassie's in the house. What's up? So happy to have you here. Thank you for coming out, showing out. I think I read earlier you drank 4 Dr. Peppers or something, and that right there. That's dedication. So I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Beast is back. What's going on? Beast, hello, my friend. I was away for a bit. Good to see you again. Great to be back. Well, it's great to have you. Great to have every Filmtopian here that that can make it. So that's the most important. Is so long as you are able to make it, that's awesome. I don't want to force anybody. I know we all got stuff going on in this crazy world. But yeah. Oh, and also I got a Winter Soldier glove too. This is pretty fun. The whole cosplay thing, or whatever you want to call it, dressing up, costume, cosplay, whatever you want to call it. All I know is, I think, and then this dives into a different story, but partly the reason why I started, there's a lot of reasons why. It's like a mixture of different reasons why I started Filmtopia. But one of the reasons, one slice of that pie is, I always was, I don't know if you want to call it embarrassed or just not up to it to ever dress up for anything. It's, I guess maybe I cared what people thought, but with Filmtopia, I really don't care. In all honesty, whether that's me here behind a screen or moving forward in the future, whether it's in person, I really don't care. there's too much. This year's made me realize there's a lot more to life than just worrying about what others think of you. So, I'm starting here on Filmtopia, trying to do what I do and just be the person I want to be. And yeah, so Cassie says, I'm not on the night shift anymore, so these late nights hit me hard. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got to adjust to. I totally see that. So, hey, every Thursday going into Friday or Friday morning, wherever you are, I hope these serve you well. That's what these are here for. Josh M., I was called Winter Soldier on a photo on Instagram, quarantine era. Yeah, guys, so it wasn't until yesterday that someone on the news said this, but they said something along the lines of, it's been a year since I went to get a haircut or went to the hair salon, and it clicked for me. I was like, whoa, I haven't gotten anything done to my hair in over a year now. Over a year. I think the last time I got something done was around mid-February of 2020. Adrian, Beast, we miss you on the Discord. Yes, we miss Beast everywhere. Glad he's back, though. They're back. Human Ramp, I might miss the post-game show, but I can't miss the pre-show. Hey, that's perfect. That's all I could ask for. Let's try to make it worth your while right now in the pre-show. And shout out to the awesome community, every Filmtopian from here to yonder. Thank you all for being here. And if you guys aren't already, let me do a shameless plug really quick. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go check out the Filmtopia Discord. That is in the links in the description below. It's really simple. Just press on that link and it'll take you right where it needs to take you, and you will join the behind the scenes per se, or the sidecar to this YouTube channel. And it's growing, and it's got a lot of cool stuff to it now. Let's give a quick round of applause to our moderators and admins, Adrian and Reddick. They are pulling some awesome stuff over there and helping me while I do, Filmtopia things. Mad Cake's in the house. What's up? Let me guess. Rick is going to dress like Falcon next episode. Don't put it past me. That's all I'm going to say. B says, I have been away from the internet for a while. Hey, we all need those. We all need those sometimes. But I do that sometimes to remember the beauty of nature, and overall just to appreciate what Earth is and how great Earth is. So like I said, I'm in like a total 100% agreement with that. I've done that before. I occasionally do that as well. But what I've learned to do is just really balance out my, find balance. I think that's the most important thing. Something a rapper, J. Cole, said, one of my favorite rappers, he said one time that the key isn't, or he had a problem with Twitter, with the app on Twitter. And basically he said that he would delete it and then be off of it for a while and then come back to it. Well, he said that wasn't the answer. The answer was to learn to live with it and just moderate yourself and do it in moderation. And that takes a long, long time. So that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve, is learn how to not just cut something off and just be able to I guess, stay disciplined with it. But going back to appreciating nature, yes, that does need cut off from the internet. I agree. Anthony M says, welcome, Anthony, by the way. Ready for some shield throwing, some arm slinging, some wing flapping action. Let's go. Well, right here, this shield, this is going to get broken out pretty soon, and we're going to have some fun with it. But that I cannot wait to open that. That's like, I can't wait. Oh, man. B says, I would love to help with the Discord once I get back on there again. Yeah, like I said, just get back on there and we'll see what happens. Cassie says, I just got a Scarlet Witch cosplay commission for if and when we ever have conventions again. Yes, I'm getting all my marbles ready. I'm getting super amped for that comeback San Diego Comic-Con. That's the one that I want to come full force towards, and like I said, I'm gaining the confidence now, and I'm gaining more like knowledge on how to put stuff together, cuz again, I'm new to this. I'm new to this part. Um and so yeah. Dark says when start. It starts in 48 minutes. 48 minutes. The episode starts. Anthony M says, "Thank you for giving us a chance to forget about all the craziness that's going on. I think it's great for everyone to unite behind our love of nerd culture. Abso freaking lutely." And that word, I think that's the word of the week for me is unite, and synonyms, togetherness, and just the words around that word it's really strong this week. And I think, as you can see all across the internet, what we especially noticed today, whether you like it or not, the Snyder cut of Justice League came out last week, and the roaring like uh, thumbs up for it and the wanting of more, it came to a huge culmination today with over 1 million tweets, calling to restore the Snyderverse and continue the Justice League we just saw, the Snyder Cut. And I just think it was so beautiful, how a lot, just us as the fandom could come together and do that. I mean, we did that and made the Snyder Cut release, right? So who's to say we can't do that for the Snyderverse? And I think that's what's like, whew, I can't wait. And then he says, I've never been to SD Comic Con, but it's on my bucket list. Well, guess you have to go. I've gone there once, and it was, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, it's just it's exactly what you think it is. That's the best way to put it. Cassie says, I go to Dragon Con in Atlanta every year. It didn't happen last year, and my heart was broken. Yeah, last year it broke. Last year broke a lot of hearts. a lot of hearts. B says, when I'm on the internet, I give myself this rule: speak less, listen more. I think people forget about how underrated listening is. I try to speak with purpose and respect always. Well, respect for that. And going back to that part where it says speak less, listen more. I don't know. Let me know in this chat. Let me know in the chat really quick. Have you guys seen Hamilton, the musical? If you got to see it live when it was, popping back a few years, that's awesome. Like, lucky you. But I got to see it on Disney Plus, and I can't stop watching it. Like, I've been watching it since it debuted in the summer of last year. And anyways, but in one of the songs, in one of the verses, it says, talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. It's, oh my God, it's so sick. I love that movie. Oh, man. Adrian says, I think I tweeted that damn hashtag 30 times on my own. Hey, you're 30 parts of the 1,000,000+ tweets today. Heck yeah. It's something I believe in. Yes, it's something, and I think that's the thing. It's something we believe in, like us as the community. I mean, it's just overwhelming, the response. Anthony M says, I love the Snyder Cut. Forget the us versus them stuff. It was like seeing a brand new movie. Yes. What a great time for nerd culture. Up next, Godzilla versus Kong and Mortal Kombat. Yes, 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 yeah. Oh man, I made a video earlier this year talking about like the future of movies and how HBO Max or HBO, Warner Media, and AT&T, they're all, parent companies basically in order. Um, how it completely disrupted the industry, like completely disrupted the industry. They unilaterally made the decision to put both movies in theaters and on HBO Max same day. And while it was kind of dumb to do it as a unilateral decision because there was a lot of repercussions to it, I'll tell you this: we are winning as fans just for the time being because of COVID and stuff when we can't go to the movie theaters. Well, it's been pretty awesome to be able to watch it at home still. Even though I would love to watch Kong vs. Godzilla in the theaters. Josh M says, hope to make it to San Diego Con one day. Been to NY Comic Con last 5 years. Wow. Well, that's like the second. I'm not comparing biggest to non-biggest, but that's the if you're not going to go to the San Diego one, you go to the New York one. Anthony M says, I saw it in New York. I think you're referring to Hamilton. Well, that's, oh my gosh. That's crazy. I love it too. Ulysses Pina says, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And Josh M says, Hamilton tickets were really hard to get and they were really expensive. You know, looking back though now, I would have, like, I should have been on it when it was going on. I mean, now we're never going to get to see it because the original cast is, like, no longer doing it. But I really wish I would have done whatever I could to get there. Anthony M says, hit that note, boy. Clay Bear Travels, what up? What up, what up, what up? Mortal Kombat, heck yeah. Cassie says, I would love an Ender's Game reboot. That was actually related to the book. Clay Bear Travels, did you read about the storyboards that Zack Snyder had planned for JL2 and 3? Yeah, I read a few things. I know, spoiler alert really quick, because it's already out in the public and Zack Snyder himself said it, but I still want to let you know just in case you didn't want to know. But spoiler alert. So from what I know is in Justice League 3, what ends up happening is, well, you know how in this Justice League, in the Snyder Cut, we got to see that Lois Lane was pregnant, and apparently what happens is at the, like, in Justice League 3, Lois Lane's and Superman's son ends up becoming the next Batman. So that's one point that I know. The second one, I'd have to look at it, but Anthony M, what are your thoughts on Marvel finally caving in and putting out Black Widow? Is it too late or right on time? So here's my opinion on that. I think that it was inevitable. Like Thanos says, inevitable, that they were going to have to just cave in at some point and put it out. What's glaring to me is that the connection it has, the interconnectivity that it has to what we've been seeing so far, apparently it has to come before Shang-Chi, but it has nothing to do with Loki, because we know Loki's going to come out before that, and it's actually going to premiere the same day. Episode 5 will premiere the same day as Black Widow. So it feels like a very one-off story. It doesn't have much to do with the rest of the MCU. In a way, it kind of feels like Marvel's just giving like a big thank you to Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson for being, you know, an awesome Black Widow, and deservedly so. Like, she deserved her solo movie like ages ago, but she's finally getting one. It's just unfortunate that she's not gonna get the box office success that it would have gotten if there was no COVID. So I think it's on time, but the reason why I say that is just because there was never really a time, and what's glaring to me is that it really has nothing to do with much else in the MCU. Adrian says, anyone seen Justice is Gray? I watched it on my iPad, which I strategically position on an arm hovering hands length away from my nose. I haven't seen Justice is Gray, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to set aside some time this weekend to watch it. And what I've heard is that there's like maybe one scene that's a little different from the regular Justice League. If you guys can correct me on that, that'd be awesome. And the reason why Adrian put it at the position he put it at is because he says the aspect ratio filled the iPad screen perfectly and it was insanely immersive. I highly recommend that option for getting as close to a home IMAX experience as possible. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, an iPad it's not a 16:9 screen, so it's a lot closer to the 4:3 that the IMAX presents. Anthony M says, now I'm hooked on musicals. Saw 42nd Street, Lion King is on my bucket list. Yeah, I don't know if I'm hooked on musicals yet because I got to go like really see one and I got to watch more and learn more about it. But yeah, I guess I'm hooked because Hamilton, I watch that all the time and I play the album all the freaking time. Claybear says, the thing I thought was cool for JL2 was the Riddler solves the anti-life equation. Oh wow, I did not see that, or did not know that. That's pretty cool. Adrian says, I think they may change that now, Ricardo. The kid was supposed to be Bruce's, thus becoming Bats, but I can't see Snyder sticking with that now that they released all the storyboards. Yeah, so that's a great point as far as like for Zack Snyder, if they present him with the opportunity to be able to do it, I think he's gonna have to move around some things and just make it a little different. Just because again, he's said what it already is. But again, who's to say he won't just keep it the same? Because I mean, we didn't really have a problem with seeing these Snyder cut and seeing, you know, things we had already seen in the other one, even though the other one only had like 10% of what the Snyder cut has, but still that 10%, you know, could put people off to not watch it because they already know some plot points. Yeah, and they did push back the release date for Black Widow again. I agree. Anthony, no, oh, sorry, Cassie. The reason why I kind of lost my train of thought was because I just made a video. I don't know if you guys are interested, but one of the aspects on this channel that I want to begin churning out on a daily basis is movie news. And I just finished a video I'm still experimenting because I want to find my style to it. But I just made a video talking about how that got pushed back. Let me know. Do you guys want to watch that? You guys can be like my test audience. I was going to put it on the channel tomorrow anyways. But I think it was like 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. I can play it on here, or I could just wait to post it tomorrow. But tomorrow will be kind of old. I might have to preface tomorrow's video because it's going to be yesterday's news, and in it I say it's today's news. So yeah, I don't know. I'll go by off of what you guys say. I know it'll take 4 minutes of your time, so I don't want to waste that if you guys don't want to. B says the only musical I've seen in person is Wicked, I think. Yeah, I don't even remember the last musical I saw live. Anthony says, when it comes to musicals, dog, in the words of King George, you'll be back like before. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh man, I love that freaking. Oh. Beast, Adrian, what is your favorite Batman film? Adrian says Batman Begins is the champ. Wow, okay, I like that one. But I will say, let me think about it, because I want to answer that one too. By the way, guys, really quick, hold on. Oh, William's in the chat. What's up, William? Good to have you back, brother. Everybody, I always say this, one of the day ones right there. Ulysses says, Will, what's up? Adrian, be right back. Ulysses says, drop content. We need it. William is saying, how you doing, Ulysses? Ulysses, answer that man. I thought Mad Cake says, I thought they weren't going to put it off or put it on Disney Plus, just theaters, I think. So no, for Black Widow, they will be putting it both in theaters and on Disney Plus as a premiere access option. And again, it just makes sense. There's no sense in just putting it in theaters when half of the population, if not more, aren't going to go to the theaters yet. Hopefully by the summer, things are a lot better. But who's to say that it won't, that won't happen where you get a really low box office number like we've been seeing, and then, you didn't back it up with the people that are only going to watch it at home. So it was the best of bad situations. And then something Brandon Davis, I believe, on Twitter said, and I retweeted, was he said, people are going to go to the theaters, watch Black Widow, come back home and buy it on Disney Plus to watch it infinitely. And then and he was like, good play, Disney. Good move. Sure, give it a try. I feel the YouTube space is oversaturated with movie pundits, but I like your style, very mellow. You remind me of my best friend Douglas. R.I.P. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry. William says, Mad Cake, they're doing theaters and Premiere Access Disney Plus. Yeah. B says, Katie Holmes really messed up when she left her role. Yeah, I think so. Ulysses says, I am good. Hyped for this episode. What about you? William is saying, I'm chilling. Excited for the episode as well. B says, The Dark Knight is my top 10 favorite film ever. So I got to go with that. Yeah. Kleber Travel says, I'm super excited for Fast 9 as well. To be honest, like I always like with the Fast and Furious series, it was after the one where Paul Walker died. And rest in peace to Paul Walker. But it was after that one that I didn't have like this urge to go see them, and so I've been really slacking with the last few. But it's not that I don't like them. It's just I felt like the send off for Paul Walker was so like beautiful, and it just felt like that's where my train ended with the series per se. Like, or it just felt that way. I don't know how to explain it. Kleber Travel says John Cena kicks ass. I gotta go watch. I gotta watch the most recent ones. And yes, The Dark Knight is ridiculously good. Preston Griggs, the second episode is coming out in 30 minutes exactly. Actually, in 30 minutes. B says Heath Ledger as the Joker is simply incredible. What's awesome is that's like one of the things that can never be debated. Like it's almost an absolute. That is just a fact. Heath Ledger played the Joker beautifully, and same with Joaquin Phoenix played the Joker beautifully. Reddick's in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, moderator? One of the best moderators around. Thank you, Reddick, for being here. Anthony says they should have stopped after Paul Walker died. Now it feels like a cash grab. Well, as far as the cash grab, I don't necessarily think that it feels like a cash grab to me. It just feels like it's something Vin Diesel and the team behind the Fast and the Furious franchise. It feels like this is one of those series that could go like 12 movies. Once it went past like 3 and 4, at that point it's like, okay, I mean you could keep going for a long time. So, and I sorry guys, and I heard that the movie or the Fast and the Furious franchise is gonna end, I think, at number 11. That's what I've heard. Yeah, Noel's saying the series peaked at Fast 5, and personally, I was done after Paul died. Yeah, so that's I think that's what I was trying to say. Personally, I was kind of done after Paul Walker passed away. Human Ram says, poor Mark Hamill. Why is that? Let me see. Oh, Mark Hamill because of the Joker. No, the Joker also. The animated Joker. If you're referring to Mark Hamill not being mentioned, yes, he needs an automatic mention. B says, I really want to see Willem Dafoe as the Joker. That was I think I've seen a mock-up or a Boss Logic or something where he was put in makeup or sketched up as the Joker, and it looked really awesome. Reddick says, thanks, man. Really love being here. We really love having you. William says, I'll go. Anthony says, it's strange. I love Heath Ledger's Joker and Ben Affleck's Batman. That's not a that's not a left field opinion. I think that's a very, very valid thing that a lot of people feel. Yeah, oh man, I'm just thinking of all the things DC could do. Oh gosh, please DC, get it together. William says the Dark Knight has so much stuff going on in it and so many storylines, but they do it so perfectly in that it doesn't drown you and feels a lot longer than it is. Yeah, and I think that's all the credit to Christopher Nolan and his team. They just know how to make incredible movies, and they basically brought how to make a great movie, not a comic book movie, but a great movie to the comic book world space, and lo and behold, you get Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Claybear Travel says, in Fast 10, Gal Gadot will probably come back to life in it. Yeah, I think that's one of the things. It just feels like the storyline is inching closer to the end. And I'm happy for that. Like, I'm happy that they can move on. Now, and what you start seeing too is that they're building a universe. So you have Hobbs and Shaw. Now you're gonna get more spin-offs, which is cool. But again, I lost my rev to watch it after I think 5. Heretic says, I love Tron series and Mission Impossible 2. Or Mission Impossible as well. Tron is awesome, and then Mission Impossible is awesome. I need to catch up on my Mission Impossible, though. Last one I saw was Ghost Protocol. That's the last one I saw. Preston Griggs says, have you seen the Batman trailer? If so, what do you think about it? The new Batman with Robert Pattinson. Oh my gosh. The Nirvana. So it starts off, right? It starts off with the ding, ding, ding. Was it Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana, or a version of it, and it just completely won me over in that first 5 seconds that I heard that, because it just gave you the complete and total vibe that it was going for. And then on top of that, oh my god, they picked the perfect Riddler in I'm blanking by Paul Dano, if I'm not mistaken, Paul Dano, and he's a extremely gifted actor. You've got to watch him in There Will Be Blood. That's a must. And then there's this other limited series that I think was on Showtime, and it stars him and Benicio del Toro in a prison break. Go watch it. But if you hear the Riddler in the trailer, it just sounds like they have gold on their hands, and I'm beyond. I think now this is an opinion here. I think that will be the best Batman trilogy series, collection of movies ever. My personal opinion. I know a lot of people rag on Robert Pattinson for reasons I don't know, but trust me when I say this, that Batman trilogy or whatever they're making out of it is in great hands. Reddick says DC needs to get to restore #restore the Snyderverse. That is a must, my friend. We have to figure out how that happens. Claber Travel says it's funny as hell. They asked Sebastian Stan about doing Skywalker, and he mentioned that he doesn't believe Mark Hamill will share the role with him. Yet he had Luke's hairstyle in the interview. One thing, and again, I need to go verify this, but I'm pretty sure I've heard through the grapevine that Mark Hamill, like either on Twitter or in an interview, gave his blessing, if I'm not mistaken, for Sebastian Stan to play a young Luke Skywalker. I may be wrong, but that's what I remember hearing or reading or seeing. B says the best comic book movies ever, The Dark Knight and Logan. That is a very uncontroversial opinion. Meaning, like, I agree. Anthony M says the former 007 is playing Dr. Fate in Shazam. What? Yeah, if you guys don't know, Pierce Brosnan is going to be playing Dr. Fate in the Black Adam movie with The Rock. I'm really excited about that. Anything with The Rock, I know will be very meticulously like made to be good. And I know he's had a few stinkers as far as like action movies, but I know for something like this, the amount of time they've put in to work on this and they've been developing this over years, I think it's in good hands. Cassie says the storm just kicked out my power. Well, that is not good. Please keep us updated. Let us know if you're okay. If you guys don't know, Cassie is going through weather complications right now, and so yeah, everybody send positive vibes to her and her town. Oh, Anthony M says Suicide Squad trailer tomorrow. Yes, guys. If you guys didn't know, and I just found out too a few hours ago, but the Suicide Squad trailer will be released tomorrow. Tonight, I believe, or today, they just put out a movie poster, the like official movie poster, but now tomorrow they will be putting out the trailer, and I'm really, really excited about it because James Gunn cannot stop talking about this freaking movie. Like, he says this is the most fun he's ever had on set, which was a pretty big thing to say when you when you've worked with other people and in a different cast, a different universe. But yeah, I mean, I think it's not just marketing. I think he really believes in what he's doing over there, and the amount of leeway and trust they have in him, I think, is going to show in his work. Reddick says, go watch Rogue Nation and Fallout. I know. No, trust me. It's not that I don't want to watch it. It's just I haven't seen it. But all I freaking hear about is Fallout. So I'm excited to watch it. Yeah, Adrian says, the Batman, Nirvana, Something in the Way. I think I said heart-shaped box, but yes, it's Something in the Way. That riff, when it starts, guys, I want to, oh my God. I jeopardized this stream with a copyright strike just to watch the trailer right now. Oh, man. Yeah, Paul Dano is an absolute genius. I would say he's a savant. A savant, if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a silent genius. B says you should add in a movie trivia section for the Discord. Been watching the Schmodown recently. The Schmodown. Shout out to Schmodown SEN. But I'll do this. We got you. We got you. All right? We'll do that. That Batman warehouse scene in BVS gives me Arkham series vibes. Well, I read somewhere, and again, I can't verify this, but I did read that that what you're talking about in that warehouse scene, there was like a few fight sequences that were taken directly from the Arkham Asylum games or the Arkham series games. Adrian says, I'm not kidding. Dano is the next Daniel Day-Lewis. I will say this, that Dano, I can't believe You know what's crazy? You think about There Will Be Blood. That thing came out like almost 15 years ago, or a long time ago. That man does not look like he's aged one day. But that's neither here nor there. Paul Dano is the truth, a savant, I won't even call him the next Daniel Day-Lewis. He's just the Paul Dano. Yes, Paul Dano is severely underrated. Reddick says, or Cassie says, thank you to Reddick. Not sure how long I will be here on phone battery right now. Yeah, like I said, save that phone battery. The beauty is that this will be here. It will continue to live on YouTube after this stream. Now, you can either stay or go, but I will say we're sending you positive vibes, Cassie. Stay safe. Reddick says, Rob as Batman is superb. He is a gem. Dark says, do you watch New Rockstars? Before I started YouTube, I would watch a lot of like other channels. But since I started YouTube, one of the things that I don't know why, I have two reasons why as to why I kind of retracted from watching like a lot of other movie people in the same space, was because I didn't want to regurgitate what other people say. But I'll tell you this, thinking about it now, I don't think that's the answer. The answer is embrace what everybody says and just formulate my own thing. I guess the thing is I didn't want to come off as someone that's copying someone. And I mean, it's the internet, right? Like, you're bound to say something that someone else is going to say, whether you watch them or not. So I think I'm going to really start watching again, because New Rockstars is awesome. But yeah, I think I'm going to get back into watching other, contemporaries, because I don't necessarily need to go down that route of worrying about whether or not I'm saying the same thing as them. If I end up saying the same thing as them, then that means it's just probably a consensus, right? Batman's cowl is black, right? So they're going to say the same thing. Yeah, Human Ram says, I have been watching The Rock for 20 years. He is quite literally the hardest working man, period. It goes back to my thing. His work ethic bleeds into his movies. Pun intended. Anthony says, prayer angels for Cassie. Yeah, we're sending you good vibes, Cassie. We got you. And Preston says, I think Dwayne Johnson was the right choice to play Black Adam. I honestly can't picture who else would. Like, to me, that is Black Adam. Like, that is perfect casting. Who else is perfect casting that you just can't see anybody else? Oh, I'm on the spot. I'll keep thinking of it, but dang, guys, I always fall super behind. In the link, guys, or in the description box below, guys, I did leave a Streamlabs link in case, and it's only in the off chance if you guys want a question like for sure answered. I will for sure answer them. I will always try to answer all the questions in the chat that aren't Streamlabs anyways, but just in the off chance that I, have to catch up, I sometimes have to skip some. But yeah, the Streamlabs down there is basically just there to help support the channel. And the beauty of it is I don't necessarily pocket that money. What I end up doing is I just reinvest it back into the channel. So anything that comes my way outside of charity, right? Anything for charity or fundraising goes to charity and fundraising. But anything that comes in for the time being, I will always be transparent about this, is that it goes to improving your experience here. So whether that means I need more lights, whether that means I need blah, 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 whether that means Funko Pop giveaways, that's how I'm going to be able to fund those things. So that's my spiel on that. Don't want to seem like a shill or anything. And then also, guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but in the description links below also, I have a bunch of links to the different merchandise and Funko Pops that I buy. And those are Amazon affiliate links. So I do get a portion of a portion of the sale, but here's the kicker. What I want you guys to know right now is I'm like auditioning to get into I'm auditioning to get into the program, into the Amazon affiliate program. So what they need to see is that those links get clicked on and stuff bought. Um, and I'm not asking you guys to do that, but I'm just saying if you were to buy something, feel free to do it via the links, because again, I'm in the audition stage right now and I'm trying to get into the Amazon affiliate program. And yeah, like I said, all that gets it goes back to helping Filmtopia, and it reinvests back into the channel, and that's just the way I do business. So I wouldn't lead you guys astray, trust me. B says Paul Dano was phenomenal and There Will Be Blood. Only thing is, there was a guy named Daniel Day Lewis in the mix. Yeah, there's a. But you know what's crazy? Imagine a young Paul Dano holding his own against a cross from Daniel Day Lewis. That's just. I can't get over that. Right there is like a moment in cinema history. Like that is just. That's a full on video discussion. Cassie says, thank you guys to everyone wishing her good vibes. Thank you, Filmtopians, for doing that. Adrian's saying that my favorite comic book movies ever are Superman Quest for Peace, and Catwoman with Halle Berry. Dot 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 dot. Wait, is it April 1st yet? Oh, okay. So, Cassie, is this new Suicide Squad a sequel to the first or a reboot? Um, it is a. Oh my gosh, what did they call it? They called it a. It's not a reboot. Like they're not gonna ignore the one they made, right? They're not gonna pretend like it doesn't exist. I can't find the word they used because it's not necessarily like a direct sequel. I'll have to think of the word, or maybe someone else in here can think of it. Adrian says, I love how Giacchino, that's Michael Giacchino, the composer. He did the score for the Pixar movie Up, if you don't know, but and he did some Star Wars stuff. Mixes the Nirvana theme with his Batman theme. It's brilliant. Yeah, it really is. Stephen Cummings is in the house. What up, Stephen? Thank you for being here. Great to have you. Um, I can't believe it's already been 50 minutes, y'all. Like, we're 10 minutes away from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2. Episode freaking 2. Adrian says also watch Love and Mercy and Swiss Army Man if you're a Paul Dano fan, and if you haven't already seen them already. I have not seen Love and Mercy or Swiss Army Man yet, but I definitely want to see more Paul Dano. So yes. B says we need a movie about the great philosopher Socrates, a selfless man pondering his self-existence and purpose, his child and overall life. Just one of my many wishes for a movie. Hey, I want to know what you guys think. Can movies like that be can movies like that be made nowadays? Like I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, would someone watch The Patriot with Mel Gibson nowadays? Think about it. The Patriot is one of my favorite movies ever. And like favorite. And what I'm wondering is like I watch that nowadays and I'm just like, would people show up to the theaters to watch that type of movie? I don't know if it's the era it was set in. I don't know if it was the runtime. I don't know if like, but I just know it's an incredible movie, but I can't see it being made nowadays just because of the financial return. Sorry, guys. As always, I I fall behind so So fast. Reddick says Giacchino did Rogue One. Yes, yes. So Giacchino did the Pixar movie Up and Rogue One. And Rogue One, I love Rogue One. Clayber Travel says it's out. Oh wow. Okay. Wait, what's with that? Oh, I know why. Because they're trying to avoid the server overload system. So what they probably have in place is a 10-minute window, and then it kind of randomly drops. But anyways, I guess episode 2 is out. uh, okay, so episode 2 is out, and I guess we're gonna get started on that. Um, let's go ahead and just like let's get that going. Why not? I could wait till 12, but since I think it's mostly just us in here, we'll just go for it. Yeah, so let's do it. That's what I forgot to do at the beginning when I was trying to comb my hair. Gotta put these suckers in. All right. All right, all right. Let's get this thing popping. I love how smooth. I'm gonna put the timer on here, guys, but I love how smooth it is to go into a episode and it just automatically plays. We love to see it. We love to see it. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the timer right now, and I will. And in 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm in. I missed the previously on Wandavision. Oh, look, I'm the Winter Soldier, y'all. Granny America. I don't know if you guys have seen that meme going around, but that Captain America looking like the grandpa from Up. By the way, that's what's his name's son? Oh man, one of the most famous actors ever. Was in the Hateful Eight. Kurt Russell. This football stuff only reminds me of the Snyder Cut with Cyborg. I'm in love with the Snyder Cut, guys. Sorry. Filmmakers trying to build, help us build sympathy or empathy towards him. Trying to get us to like him. Trying to get us to believe that it's not his fault that he's Captain America. Adrian, it's the same time as whatever you see on your Disney Plus. That's what my timer says. Guys, I'll always say this forever and ever. I love seeing the Marvel intro. It is, oh my god, I love it. It's like one of those things. It's like a feel good thing, man. You know you're in for a treat when you see that. By the way, this episode's called "The Star Spangled Man." Marvel Studios, baby. Salute. By the way, I haven't heard a theme song yet. Like, it's been changing each episode so far. It has more to do with the situation. Yeah, Adrian, exactly like the 20th Century Fox title. I just remember Star Wars watching that 20th Century. Good Morning America. They're able to use it because it's ABC. John Walker. Three Medals of Honor. Guy's pissed. Oh, I did not know that, Adrian. I didn't know this was Junkie XL. And he's on fire right now. Is this the U.S. agent that got stomped out? Hey. Oh, this is that Doctor Strange scene. It's probably not a he. The big three. Oh, I love this. How do you know about Gandalf? Is a wizard without a hat. It's funny. We've seen this in the trailers, teasers, and it's still good. I love this dynamic, man. This feels like Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The Flash, that's a good one. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man, he caught him slipping in 4K. Get that out of my face. Oh. Yo, this shit is making me crack up, yo. Yeah. This has Call of Duty Warzone vibes. Yeah, and Lethal Weapon vibes for sure. And Rush Hour vibes as far as like the chemistry between the two. Dang, we get this scene already? So all the teaser trailers and stuff were basically like really like this episode. Or were mainly this episode. Ooh, she ain't good, bro. We know from the trailers. Yo. Oh. Oh shit. That was a good one. Oh, hell yeah. Man, I missed this from WandaVision. Like, we were missing this in WandaVision, is what I mean. Ooh! What? I did not see that coming, yo. Did anybody see that coming? I did not see that coming. What the? Wow, this is actually crazy. Ooh! Yo, Adrian, this is amazing. Amazing, my friend. That little girl kicked your ass. Oh, no. Oh, what the hell? That was such a realistic role. Like, that's how long you would have rolled for. Oh, shnikes. Oh, oh, snaps. This shit is incredible, guys. Yeah, Granny America. They're like, what you mean we? They're like 20 miles. Fuck. Valid. Battlestar was trained by Taskmaster, whatever. Possibly, I can definitely see it. I could totally see the red Monstro now. Oh shit. Freaking Luke Skywalker, man. Fun. Look. Ooh, who? Fuck. Isaiah. Wow. Badass. Oh, damn. Damn. That's a, wow. Damn, that's some real shit, guys. What the hell? Man's just got arrested? You too. Freaky Woohoo. Couples. Oh man, this is good. This is exactly what I thought would happen if you put these two in a movie. Shout out Amy Aquino. Oh, this is... John Walker, man. I knew he was gonna say that. Man, this score is off the chain, man. So fire. The score, how it hit. Oh man. See, boys and girls, that's the how you use music. I love this. Zemo. Oh shit. Oh, I love it, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I freaking love this show. This is like, oh man, this is my show. This is, whoo. I'm just so hyped. That was so sick. Oh man, way too short. Okay, so this answers my question, guys. Watch, I'll tell you right now. I'm scrubbing through the credits just to make sure. Scrubbing. Okay, seems we're in the clear. We'll end the timer here. Um, that ending though, it's perfect. Are you saying there's a post voiceover? All right. So that was a good one, my friends. That was a freaking good one. I am hyped. I'm hyped, yo. Yo, real quick. All right. You're saying there was a post voiceover thing, Adrian? Because I didn't hear it, or I didn't. What did it say? Um. Anyways, so welcome everybody. Congratulations, you just got to see episode 2 of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I am the Filmtopian, and these are the spring live streams. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, so that was it was interesting because I'll say this in a bit. Let me catch up really quick. Anthony says, I like this episode more than the first one. Definitely. But it's funny. I think episode 1 and 2 were definitely the first act in a movie. And I'll get to that part right now once a few more people trickle in. But for the time being, yes, it was a bit better. But on top of that, it's so beautifully made, guys. I don't know. Again, I understand WandaVision is a completely different show, and I shouldn't compare apples to oranges, but we were missing this in over there, you know, in WandaVision during that era. I was definitely missing this. This got me hyped. This got me hyped. Anthony says, I don't see how he can be the new Captain America without some superpowers. So yeah, obviously no superpowers, but what they're rewarding him for is for being superb, right? He's got 3 medals of honor. He's physically gifted, obviously not a super soldier, but physically gifted, smart, all these things. So that's their thing. But yeah, and Anthony and both Claire Travels are saying, poor Red Wing. Yes, that was poor Red Wing. He caught Bucky's fall in 4K, and now we'll never get to see it. Oh man. Adrian says it definitely has solid Captain America, the Winter Soldier vibes. Yeah, this is like a brother, a sister to that. Like this is, and that might be one of the greatest Marvel movies of all time. And we're getting that now in a 6-hour episodic thing. So, yeah, Clay Bear. I don't know if you know this or if you're saying this ironically or pun intended, but yes, he is Kurt Russell's son. For anybody that doesn't know, the actor that plays John Walker, aka the new Captain America, Granny America, because he looks like the guy from Up with the mask on, the grandpa from Up. Yeah, that he's actually in real life Kurt Russell's son. Let me know if you knew that already, Clay Bear. But for all of you that didn't, that's who he is. Kurt Russell. If you've seen The Hateful Eight, he was in The Hateful Eight. Oh man. Anthony M. Then I should be the new Cap. I got MOH. Oh, I got a MOH and a presidential award for valor. Wow, Anthony, are you serious? Like, I'm not saying you're not serious, but wow, thank you for your service. Anthony M, is it me or does the original arm look better than the Wakanda arm? Are you talking about this arm or this arm? No, I really like all the arms that he's had so far. I just think that arm concept is so sick. Yeah, Claybird, yep. Wyatt Russell. Gums America, the adventurous. Oh man, that's funny. Wow, Anthony. Well, thank you so much for your service. That is very, very. I am very honored to have you on these live streams. This is everybody. Please give a round of applause to Anthony and his the services for our country. Thank you. Wow, that is a medal, guys. I'm processing it, but a Medal of Honor, if I'm not mistaken, MOH. Anthony said, then I should be the new cap. I got a MOH. I'm assuming that's a Medal of Honor and a Presidential Award for Valor. That is incredible stuff, my friend. Guys, that is like the highest honor one could be given. That is, wow. I'm flabbergasted right now. Talk about superheroes. We have a hero in the chat. There you go. Steven, so I have a question for y'all. Let's see what's the question. Who y'all fight next? Gandalf? Guys, I don't know if you guys were here for it, but I was laughing my ass off for this episode. Oh my gosh, this is what I needed. Guys, this seriously has to me, like it's a buddy cop movie, right? But the one that just keeps standing out to me as far as likability and just sheer like funniness, I get a lot of like Rush Hour, Chris Tucker, and Jackie Chan vibes. Anthony M says served in Afghanistan and Iraq. Wow, that is. Thank you so much for your service, Anthony. I will continually and always say that. So I am very honored to have you on this stream, that you're wanting to hang out with us. Guys, again, please, big round of applause for Anthony. That's incredible. Ouch. Claver Travel says, I was surprised at seeing John Walker catch the shield. I'm worried that he's a bad guy and he actually is a super soldier. Yeah, I don't see that twist coming. I see more of a grounded approach where it's going to be more of a moral, some sort of moral quandary. I don't even know if that's a real word, but I just see this being him not having the super soldier things and showing that a regular person can be a superhero per se. I think they're going that route. Now that I'm thinking about it, guys, like the whole premise to this show, or at least the advertising, the marketing pre this show, was who will wield the shield. And I'm starting to get the vibe, spoiler alert, if in case it comes true, but I'm starting to get the vibe that John Walker's going to keep the shield. He's going to, I'm not going to say redeem himself, but he's going to prove that he's worthy of it. And then the Winter Soldier, Bucky, and Sam, the Falcon, are going to go on to bigger and better things, per se. They're going to feel comfortable leaving it in the hands of said Walker. Talia, welcome. Thank you. Missed you. Just finished. Noel says that Hobbit line got a laugh out of me. Yeah, no, I was laughing my ass off, guys, the whole episode. Seriously, I will say this again. I got a lot of vibes from a lot of different movies. Jeez, this is awesome. Anthony says, what's great about this episode is now all the stuff from the trailers has been purged. Yes. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Thank you for bringing that up. Everyone, welcome. If you are trickling in, I am the Filmtopian, and these are the spring live streams, a play on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But yeah, we're having the after party now. We just finished watching it, and I had a blast watching it because it had action, it had comedy, it had real life shit, it had just a lot going for it, and it left perfectly. Like when you infuse the score with how it ended, jeez, it was masterful. But yes, as far as the stuff from the trailers, that's what I was saying to Adrian, because Adrian was hanging out with me. That everything we saw in the trailer basically has now been revealed. So now everything is just new. Unfortunately, now that I'm thinking about it, we only got 4 episodes left. That's a bummer, just because this is so good. But going back to, this is something I was discussing last week, and I was telling everybody that Kevin Feige made a very specific, he did it in a specific wording that this particular series was more of a cinematic series or something like that. And I understand all of their series are cinematic. I mean, look at WandaVision. But he specifically pointed out this one and said that, and it really stood out to me, and now I'm understanding what that means. This was shot as a movie. WandaVision was shot as a episodic thing that if you did put it together, it could be a movie. No, this right here, I think, was shot as a movie, and they're kind of Snyder cutting it where it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, because we only got 6 parts to this, 6 episodes. So it's really got that vibe. We just finished the exposition, right? And we just hit the first the first, conflict thing. Adrian says, "Hey, Claybear Travels. John Walker has a mixed past in the comics. Douche to hero to bad guy to friend of Cap. It's all over the place." And yeah, and that's exactly what they're showcasing now. Adrian says, "Hard to say where it goes here." Jonah, welcome, Jonah. Thank you for being back. Love having you here. John Walker will become a super soldier, most likely through Power Broker, but hard to guess. Yes, keyword at the end, hard to guess. This show is very different from what we've been getting with WandaVision. Again, I keep bringing that up, but WandaVision had us very like, where the hell is this going? It's going this way, and it's going this way because of what they just showed. With this one, it's more like, I'm okay with waiting till next week to find out and not necessarily over guessing what happens. I really trust in where this is going. The action per episode, the dialogue, the real life stuff that goes on, that they show, the characters that they're introducing. It's pretty awesome. Anthony says, "Thanks seriously, but I joined to escape an abusive home and poverty. I was young and impulsive. Now I'm older, smarter, and a bit nerdier. And you are now a Filmtopian, my friend." There we go. Jonah says, "They will introduce Power Broker. There's no way they don't, especially with that final scene with the Flag Smashers." At this point, this series though is, again, going back to the whole thing of like, we're not sitting here like really pondering too many different things. I think where you're going with this, once you have a hunch, I think it is going to go in that direction. Yeah, Claybear says, "Thanks for your service." Anthony says, "I think the older black super soldier has another shield, at least I hope." Yeah. Oh, the one thing that we haven't seen that we did see from the trailers was when Sam is training and Bucky are training with the shield. So where's that shield from, right? And that, from what we saw, that feels like it's imminent. That feels like it's the next episode. That doesn't feel like it's towards the end. So then that means, yeah, there possibly could be two. Stephen Cummings says, "Gold, absolutely gold." And what's your name? Replied with something absolutely not worth listening to. Bucky instantly says, "Stop the car." Yeah. Oh man. Stop the car. Yeah, and by the way, guys, also, I believe we hit 160 subscribers. Something I wanted to point out. Oh, we're at 159 now. But I think we had 160 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It just helps out with the channel. And again, we're amassing Filmtopians as we speak. We would love to have you as one of the first few. And on top of that, please, in the description down below, there's a link to the Discord server, and that's basically where the after party of the after party takes place. So this is the after party. Discord is the after party, and the during the week party. So if you're not already joined, make sure to go join that Filmtopia Discord. Adrian and Reddick are doing some amazing things over there. Those are our moderators, and yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button. And with that said, shameless plug is over. Let's see. Claybear Travel says there is one thing that I saw in the trailer that I haven't seen yet, and that's where Bucky is dropping bullets in front of Zemo. Yeah, so that's another thing we haven't seen. So I think what I'm trying to say though is the majority of the things, or the like that really overwhelming. Uh, I was gonna say overwhelming presence in the trailers. Like I'm trying to say the overwhelming, like the majority of the trailer we've seen, I believe. Anthony says, much better. Just finished my master's in public health, and I will be teaching at my school. Thinking about pursuing a PhD as well, or all is well. Thanks, Adrian. That's awesome, Dr. Anthony. I could say that. Adrian says there's still a fair amount of Zemo not seen yet, but a lot of the action beats have been done, which I'm glad about. Leaves a lot more to come. Yeah. William says, I really thought Zemo broke out during the blip. Good to see there's going to be a bigger story to it. Yeah, no, they set up Zemo. And again, if you, for what what I'm getting from this is this was completely shot as a movie, guys. Like this, we would be in the theaters 1:45 to an hour in. And that's where we would have gotten if this was a movie theater movie. But we get it over the course of 2 hours. And as the Zack Snyder Justice League Snyder Cut has shown us, the longer you make it, the better it feels, because you're able to flesh out so many things that you just unfortunately can't include when you're doing a theatrical release. Noel says the way Sam pointed out that one knew that there's another super soldier because he was black gives me the feeling that Sam is going to end up keeping the shield. I don't know where this is going. Like seriously, like I'm trying to like think of it, but I don't know. I would love, or I guess here's the one thing. I don't think they're going to make John Walker bad. That's all I can say. That's all I can really, I'd want to put my eggs in that basket. That's what I want to say. Jonah Mando, I honestly take back what I said about Power Broker. He might be a cameo, but this is going to be Zemo's show. Yeah, they're definitely gonna use Zemo. Daniel Bruhl is a phenomenal actor and presence on screen. So I think this is their show. Falcon, Bucky, and Zemo's show. Oh, and Anthony, no, I know you said public health, but what I meant was, if you're gonna get a PhD, then Doctor Anthony, regardless. Jonah says, or Adrian's telling Jonah that yes, they could even flip it and make Zemo take on some of those traits. Got it. Adrian says we had 160, but Fusion left us sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Zemo was always here, or I mean, Zemo, Fusion. Hi, just finished the episode. Zemo's background music was lit. Yeah, that was a bop, yo. If you guys don't know, Henry Jackman, aka Junkie XL, is the composer scorer of this series, and I'm telling you, the way they introduced Zemo back in, oh my gosh, it was straight fire. Pyro or Jonah's saying that I think that's Wagner's music, but could be completely wrong. Just sounds very German operatic. Yeah, very German and operatic. Claybear Travel says I haven't. This is in reference to the trailers, what we haven't seen, but I haven't seen the part where Sam is tossing the shield. Makes me guess if they steal the shield or John Walker dies. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's imminent. I think that's next episode. That whole shield thing. So I don't know how they're gonna get that though. I really don't. Yeah. So Adrian's saying Henry Jackman scored The Winter Soldier and Civil War. So glad they brought him back for this. He's on fire. Fire. Claybear Travel says Zemo might have been blipped out, and that's why he was able to stay in prison. Yeah, maybe he's too clever to stay in prison, right? And the only reason he didn't was because of the blip. Anthony says, I have a small complaint. Why did they give the new the new Cap, his own sidekick, also with no powers, no weapons? Only Cap had a sidearm. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I think they're playing this up. Like the filmmakers are playing this up to where whether or not you have super abilities doesn't necessarily mean you can't be a superhero. So I think they're going that route. Hence why I don't think they're making John Walker or I can't remember his name right now, but his sidekick. I don't think they're going to turn bad at any point. They're going to have conflicts, but they're not going to turn bad. At its current running time rate, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will only be about 30 minutes longer than Zack Snyder's Justice League. Funny when you think about it that way, yeah. Tamakengi's back, everybody. Welcome, Tamakengi back. I'm here. Great episode. Loved how we're seeing the growth in Bucky. Seriously, I haven't heard more words out of Bucky than we've seen now. Looking forward to following his journey in this series. Love Luke Skywalker. I can't remember his actor's name, his real name. Bucky Barnes is. Guys, just FYI, when you're streaming or something like this, and you've got a million things because you got to do the production, you got to read the stuff. It's weird. You forget. I don't know if you guys watch the Joe Budden podcast, but and I don't watch it regularly, but I have seen clips. I watch it sometimes, and I always see that he loses his train of thought. I totally get that now. Like, you can forget the easiest name, all those things. Sebastian Stan. There we go. William saying that Wyatt Russell's acting has come a long way. Wyatt Russell, guys, again, if you guys are just tuning in, Wyatt Russell is the son of Kurt Russell. That's who plays John Walker, aka the new Captain America. Oh, and Adrian's saying no. Tom Hulkenberg is Junkie XL. I was saying Junkie XL worked under Jackman before working with Zimmer. Yes. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Hulkenberg is the composer for Zack Snyder's Justice League and also goes by Junkie XL, or it goes by Junkie XL. Henry Jackman is someone else. I think I said Henry Jackman is Junkie XL. And Junkie XL's background is in EDM. He started scoring with Jackman, then Zimmer. Yes. Yeah, Wyatt Russell is great in Overlord and Black Mirror. And I miss Black Mirror. I miss when Netflix, not necessarily Black Mirror. I miss when Netflix was kind of like the only player as far as like, it just felt so exclusive per se. Oh, a new series is coming out on Netflix, right? But no, as a fan, I love how it's coming from all over the place. Anthony says, are the Avengers disbanded? Seems that way. I don't know if they're disbanded, but I will say that I think they're in recovery mode per se, because keep in mind this show takes place, I believe, 6 months after Endgame, and so I think what's going on is that it's just there hasn't been a calamitous event as big as what we saw in Endgame. So nothing really requires for the Avengers to band together per se. Anthony, yeah, Adrian's saying that I don't think so. I just feel that they're all for hire. Yeah, like I said. Anthony M, in the comics, the Wasp financed the Avengers Mansion. I would think they would all stick together. Yeah, I think, again, going back, just because it's so close to the last time the Avengers were together, this is just like more of, again, there's not an overlooming threat as grand as what we've seen before. Hence, don't necessarily need to get the band back together. Just like Adrian said, they're all for hire. 18, welcome back. Hey, just finished the episode. It was wild. Well, it was definitely I don't know. My thing was, it was just I said this last week too. It was a very palatable and very satisfying episode. And it left you like perfectly ready for the next episode. And I kind of like that, to be honest. Like, I really liked how it's trending in that direction versus what WandaVision did, which was just get our entire hopes and our entire like brain just going left and right, which was fun too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I like both. I guess I like the stop and start type of thing where WandaVision had that going for it, and then the next show they give us is this. That to me is what I think I'm really enjoying. Adrian saying that Doctor Strange will most likely bring them all back together. Yeah, so probably the next biggest event in Marvel is gonna take place in Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. Again, going back to the pseudo trilogy, or the trilogy I'm deeming a trilogy, which is WandaVision as a series, Spider-Man 3, No Way Home, and Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. That is going to culminate into something humongous. By the way, we are literally 1 year away, like one exact year away from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Crazy. Real Wade Nation, welcome Real Wade Nation. It was predictable. The episode, yeah, it was predictable in the sense of, I mean, it was straight up like the trailers, right? Like what we saw in the trailers we got in this episode and last episode. So it was predictable, but again, it was satisfying for me. Adrian saying that the Avengers movie is a long way off. Emphasis on the long way off. Yeah, with everything that's going on, it's definitely a long way off, and especially after the purchase of 20th Century Fox, Kevin Feige already had a plan in place before that, so they're gonna have to fulfill that, and then end up integrating X-Men and all these things. Tamakengi says Bucky and Sam are working together for the first time, and they did pretty well. Are they going to be a known mayhem after this show? So going back to something the filmmakers actually said, or I think it was Carrie, the showrunner, the director, what they said was that immediately after they saw the fight between Spider-Man, Bucky, and Sam in Captain America's Civil War, the movie, once they saw that scene of those three interacting, especially Sam and Bucky, that was when they greenlit this. At least that's what I read somewhere. They knew they had something within Bucky and Sam. William says, I think a big part of why fans speculated so much during WandaVision is that it was the first Marvel content in 2 years. It certainly had me going nuts. Yeah, and going back to the same thing, I'm definitely not even going to complain about how it made us feel. Like, that was awesome. I think just this is such a foil to that it makes this enjoyable too. Being able to just enjoy it and not have to over predict. But I remember when we were predicting for the other one, that shit was fun. Anthony says, everyone has a right to an opinion, but as an avid comic book reader, I'm just so happy that we have content to talk about during a pandemic. Yeah, and going back to like my thing about WandaVision had us talking a lot. This one has us more just like processing what it is and liking it. And I'm up for it. I'm game. Stephen Cummings, between whatever Wanda unleashed and whatever Loki does, the big bads could literally be anyone or anything. Yes, that's if that's the tweet right there. At this point, yeah. Guys, who's hyped for Loki? I'm freaking hyped for Loki. Like a spy thriller. Whoo, fire. Adrian's telling William that they were intentionally dropping insane Easter eggs. You know, one thing about that though that I didn't like, that I did not appreciate from the filmmakers afterwards, was how they kind of confessed that they didn't know about certain things. Like they didn't know that the Quicksilver thing, the Evan Peters thing, was going to cause such a ruckus. They didn't know about again, I'm blanking, guys, but there's just a few things in that show that they didn't, I guess, prepare for, according to them. And I thought that was very I don't want to say unprofessional, but I want to say, like, wouldn't someone in that building have brought that up? So, I don't know. 18 saying, yes, it's a lot to ingest for the week. Less theory busting and more introspective of what we watched. Yep. I'd frame that too. William says, Ricardo, are you going to Instagram live Black Widow in the theater, Mark Ruffalo style when he streamed us out? If you guys don't know, Mark Ruffalo, oh, that's a good one. That made me laugh. So Mark Ruffalo, and it's funny, I laugh because thinking of Mark Ruffalo, the one that plays the Hulk, when he went to the premiere of Thor Ragnarok, in his phone, he accidentally Instagram lived like that, and it was and the movie hadn't come out generally yet. It was just like it was like a premiere release, and yep, he was live streaming it for 30 minutes. But no, I will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I can neither confirm nor deny. Real Wade Nation says, X-Men better be good or I'm out. I'll tell you this. I never make promises or guarantees, but I promise that my guarantee of 99% that X-Men will be good will be good. Yeah. William says, I have no doubt Kevin Feige will do amazing with the X-Men movies. Yeah, I think it was something he'd been waiting for. So, as we all know, Kevin Feige is actually a bigger Star Wars fan than he is a Marvel fan. But the reason why I said that, though, is because I think he's like a big kid just wanting to play with all different types of toys at his disposal. And he didn't have Spider-Man at his disposal. He didn't have the X-Men mutants at his disposal, and now that he does, forget about it, guys. Talia says, seeing all the posters and merchandise for John Walker, I'm guessing there's a time gap between episodes 1 and 2. That's a good good insight, or that's a good way to catch that, because I wonder how much time went by. Thinking about it. He got introduced, and then he's really well loved. I would say a few weeks, possibly. Adrian's saying that, yeah, they have some solid plans for mutants. They've been building to them for years. Yes, they have. There is no way Feige will mess up the X-Men. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I don't make promises or guarantees, but I can almost promise and almost guarantee the X-Men might be the greatest Marvel stuff we'll see to this day. William says, talking about all of this just has me so hyped for the next 5 years of Marvel. Guys, okay, next 5 years, think next 10 years. The next 10 years, like, think about it. How can you keep pushing the envelope for something like this? And just when I think of that, it spells away all of my, like, sadness. As corny or as dumb as that might sound to somebody, I swear to you, when I feel down, I start thinking of stuff like that. I start thinking, wow, I've got to make sure I'm around in 10 years to to be able to experience Avengers 7. So I guess I say that to say, whenever you feel down, try that. You never know, it might work. Adrian says, cannot wait for Loki. Everything about it looks great so far, yeah. Anthony says, I'm slightly more hyped for Shang-Chi. Grew up watching Kung Fu movies, and Iron Fist was such a disappointment. Yeah, so as far as like Kung Fu movies, guys, like Shang-Chi, oh my gosh. I just said 10 years, right? Screw it. The next year is enough to just get hyped about. A Team says that I think they fibbed on Quicksilver and Evan Peters to keep us calm and to move on. We will see him again. I believe that. I believe that Evan Peters and that whole thing, Ralph Boner, because the Ralph Boner felt very like slap in the face to fans. Um, and I don't think like that was like a haha, here's your theory. Um, here's your theory. Look what I did with it. And I don't think Marvel's necessarily gonna do that. I think there is gonna be a payoff for that. Denmark Girona, welcome all the way from the Philippines. Welcome back. 18 says, I'm going to take a collection up from the people that share my Disney password and watch at home. 18 says, Feige worked on all of the previous X-Men films. He knew what went wrong. That's a great point, actually. You know what's funny? Have you ever been in a project or something where you have your hands on it, but you don't have necessarily final say? And so you're just like, man, I know what's wrong with this, and I can't believe you don't see it or you don't care. And I know I don't have the authority to like be able to do anything about it, but man, if only you knew what was on the other side if you would just do this instead. I think that's what Kevin Feige's. Agent saying Feige produced earlier X-Men films but was restricted by expectations at the time. All bets are off. It's going to be bonkers. Imagine, dude, Marcus and McFeely wrote Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, I believe, as well. And then you bring back the Russo brothers for anything X-Men. The Russo brothers did say that they would return to superhero or Marvel on like not one condition, but when they return, they'd want to do it for a certain character. We don't know who that character is, but I'm assuming it's a mutant. If you guys haven't, go check it out. I think it's Vanity Fair. It's on YouTube, but it's Vanity Fair's like screenwriter, like behind the scenes. It was like how we wrote Avengers Endgame. Gives you I couldn't believe it, guys. I couldn't believe how involved those screenwriters were. Marcus McFeely and Stephen McFeely and Marcus. How involved they were in creating this story. So what Lucasfilm does with Star Wars is they have a story group, right? Or now they do. But they have a story group and then they develop. With Marvel, at least from the interview that you get to see on that Vanity Fair interview, it made it seem like Kevin and his team are over here, McFeely and Marcus are over here, and I didn't know McFeely and Marcus had that much say in what happened in the movie. Sometimes the screenwriters are just magnificent screenwriters, and they don't necessarily dictate the story, but they can help you put together the script for the story. But not all the time do they actually conceptualize what goes on in the movie. Yeah, Adrian's saying that I think the Russos will be reserved for Avengers films. Yeah, they are. It's funny if you think about it. The scale of the Avengers films, it kind of requires like two-headed monsters. I'm gonna jump up, catch up with the comments. I think I fell behind. Oh, Adrian's saying Russo's wanted Secret Wars. That's there you go. I think that's true. Oh, Anthony's saying I think the Russos said they would come back for the Fantastic Four. I didn't even think about the Fantastic Four. Oh man. Adrian saying since Secret Invasion is happening on Disney Plus, it's possible. Uh, yeah, Secret Wars will be integrated into an Avengers film. I think some of you have been saying that for a while now. That Secret Wars will be the integration integrated into an Avengers film. A Team says the Russos like. I got a tongue twister tonight, guys. All right. A Team says the Russos like to deconstruct. I get nervous when they come around. Marcus and Steven are amazing. It's another guy named Christopher Yost that pops in on scripts. Yeah, I gotta go do my research again on how it's all done. But again, when you're watching that Vanity Fair thing, it was very like eye opening to me to see like how hands on they were. Tamakengi says when Bucky said he knows a guy, who else thought it was Old Man Cap? Well, it wasn't Old Man Cap, but it was Old Man Isaiah. A Team says a good point here. Fantastic Four is already taken. John Watts is doing it. Yeah, if you guys don't know, John Watts is the director for the Spider-Man films. Yeah, and that's official. That was said in the Disney Plus investors meeting, which is pretty cool. I love those investors meetings. Denmark says, Ricardo's costume, by the way, good costume. Yeah. Um, what I wanted to do, because again, this shirt's more of like a workout shirt, guys. Like that's why I keep doing this because it's pretty tight. But like, what I wanted to do was, I wish I could have gotten like a vest, like an actual vest, and then kind of done what this is trying to do, and then had this coming out of the vest. Because again, this one just feels super tight. Like I wish it was more bulky per se. Anthony said, my son just said to me that he is worried about the Black Panther franchise since Chadwick Boseman passed away. Thoughts? So that was a gargantuan blow to the not only the Marvel community, but to all of us. Because think about it, a strong black male lead was taken from us like far too soon, was the embodiment of a superhero for so many people out there. Freaking a few years ago, this is all I could do. All I could do was like Wakanda forever, Wakanda forever, Wakanda forever. And me, that's me as a grown adult. Now imagine for children all over the world, um, that's something that's irreplaceable. But what I think or what I hope happens is that, you know, from that comes an even bigger like, because nothing can necessarily replace Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther, but what could possibly substitute it or give it even more life, like more strength, more power, is really honing in on like the marvelousness, like the amazingness going on in Wakanda, and like really highlighting a bunch of Wakandians, to and I think once we get to see that, like actually see that on screen, see that on Disney Plus, it's just gonna make us realize, wow, there's not just one African American superhero. There's not just one Asian superhero. There's not, one Latino superhero, one white super. Like, it's just once we see more and more and more represented on screen, whoo, it's gonna it's gonna be some good stuff. 18 says, I like his work so far. I think they're good hands. I think they will be young. Adrian says, I just hope that Peyton Reed gets to do the first glimpse of Fantastic Four. He wanted that property the most out of all Oh, that's a bummer. Like, thinking about that, like, yeah. Peyton is already introducing Kang, which is great. I can definitely see a post creds with Fantastic Four unless they get introduced earlier. Yeah, that's a bummer that Peyton Reed didn't get his top project. That's especially with like the work he's done, right? Oh, and then the work he did on The Mandalorian. Oh, yes. Stephen Cummings says, all right, it's that time again, at least for me, to go and get some sleep. See you all next week. A lot to talk about next couple of weeks. That you are right, my friend. Stephen, thank you for being here. And we will see you next week. And if you can, Discord's over there always. So you can pop in whenever. I'll see you next week, Stephen. Thank you. Anthony M says, yes, this is a great thing to talk about. So my stomach wrenched when the cops showed up and got in Sam's face. Can't escape it sometimes. Yeah, that, I think, going back to like Marvel being, what's that called? Like the opposite of tone deaf. They're very trailblazing in the sense of talking about real life shit, right? And I don't really curse on this channel, but they talked about real life shit. And to be completely honest, like that's something that's happened to people that I know. That's happened to me in the past. It's a real life thing, and I'm glad they're addressing it in this show. And the vessel that is the amazing actor of Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, you could see it in his performance that it's some real life shit. I'm pretty sure that, and I don't want to speak or assume or anything, but I'm pretty sure that, that might not be the first time that that's happened to him, unfortunately, right? And so I think it's awesome that Marvel is addressing this, and to think that was, I think, filmed pre the unrest we had last year. So again, this has been going on for a long, long time. and Adrian's saying they're good at addressing it. Yes. A-Team, this is a good point. Peyton is already on Ant-Man Quantumania, which would be just as crazy as the Doctor Strange movie. Yeah, Adrian, self-aware. There we go. Anthony saying, quick little commentary on marginalized people having to play second fiddle. When Sam told the new Cap he had a problem with following his lead, he said, it's that last sentence. Powerful yet subtle. Yes, it is just all over this show so far. It's things like that are sprinkled across the entire show, and I think they're doing it in such a way that is poignant, and it's very, it's so powerful, but yet not so loud. And sometimes that's a perfect vessel to get it into, the discourse, right? And so kudos, so happy to see it. Very, very long time coming. 18 says yes. AJ says he would also be great for Fantastic Four, but Watts has proven himself as well. Yeah. Yes, they drop in jewels. Jewels they are. That is for sure. Um, but yeah, guys, this is definitely one of those shows though so far where you know, post like this post after watch party, again, we're not theorizing so much, we're just kind of basking within what's given to us, what's going on, and it's a really nice 180. I'm really enjoying what we did in WandaVision and what we're doing now. Tamakengi says, do you think, and this is the question of all questions, do you think Sam Wilson will be Captain America after this show? And my answer is, I don't know yet. I can't tell what direction they're going in. Now, going back to the point of Anthony's point about Chadwick Boseman's passing, again, being able to visualize, you know, marginalized people as these super platformed and big superheroes would be such a big, you know, win. But again, I can't tell yet if Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie will be the Captain America at the end. I hope so, but I don't know yet. Anthony says, side note, I can't stop smiling at your costume, man. Love the enthusiasm. Yeah. If you haven't already, Anthony, go check out one of my live streams, the WandaVision live stream, the finale. It's in my playlist of live stream reactions. Go watch it. If you like this one, you'll probably like that one. Adrian says, so lucky to have Daniel Brohl as Zemo. He's also a fantastic actor. So great in Inglourious Bastards. Guys, you know what's crazy? The first time I watched Inglourious Bastards, I don't know what I was on or what the heck I was like going through or what I was thinking, but I didn't like it. I could, and then literally the second watch, it was like my favorite movie of all time. I don't know what the heck happened, but it was such a crazy experience. That is one of the greatest Tarantino movies and just movies in general. It's awesome. Anthony's saying that I don't think anyone can be Cap. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna end like that though. I think there will be a reason to continue Captain America. Um, but again, that could live on through John Walker. You know, the vein of how an average normal person can be a superhero. How some think. I mean, I don't think this is gonna happen. But if Bucky, how a conflicted person could be, uh, um, Captain America. But again, I just don't know which vein they're trying to go down. So we'll see. Anthony says you had a Vision costume on. Yep, that's the one. Adrian says Inglorious Bastards is Tarantino's best film. Prove me wrong. All right, guys, this stream just turned into a Tarantino discussion, so just FYI. No, I'm thinking about it. Let me see. Inglorious Pulp. Yeah, yeah, I can comfortably say that. I'm trying to think, because for me it's between that and Pulp Fiction. Yeah, no, Inglorious for me, Inglorious Bastards. A Team says, I love when Sam tried to say to Bucky, oh, he didn't mean you people. And Buck goes, yes, he was. Hydra. Tamakengi, last question. How was the first meeting of Falcon and Winter Soldier in this show for you? That's a great thing I wanted to say. I loved how they didn't drag out pairing these two. It was just a simple. Bucky seemed to have already been at that airport or at that landing strip. at that base. Sam comes down the stairs, and they meet and they get that over with, and then the little banter they have back and forth about the big three. Oh my god! If I had to pick a favorite part of the episode, it was that, and we had already seen that in the trailers, in the teasers. Those were actually like 1 minute things that they had extracted from the show already and just gave us full on. But I just couldn't get over how the chemistry between Buck and Sam is just spot on for me. The reference I keep referencing for me is Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. I just feel that they have this dynamic that's very exclusive to them, and it feels amazing. I want to watch it all day, just like I'd watch Rush Hour and Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker all day. It's not obviously not as funny, but it's pretty funny. Adrian saying, "Hey Adrian, Anthony, but if they follow the comics in any ways, they will fill the Cap shoes, then find some way to bring in actual Steve Rogers back." Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's funny. The first video I ever did on this channel, which is like buried back at the end of my catalog, but it was me reporting on Chris Evans trying to finalize a deal or in talks to reprise his role as Captain America. It's obviously way down the line, or I hope it is, because again, I don't want him to come back anytime soon. I want the levity of Avengers Endgame and the closure of his character arc to live a little. But yeah. Adrian says Pulp and Reservoir Dogs are right up there, but looking at all aspects of filmmaking and bringing together all the Tarantinoisms, Inglourious Basterds is a masterpiece. Yeah, no, like I said, I comfortably say that now. I just needed to, within myself, ponder that. But yes, Inglourious Basterds for me is the best Tarantino movie. And I just can't get over freaking Christoph Waltz. Guys, I always forget things. It's so weird. But Christoph Waltz, oh my gosh, that is just... It just says it's so hard. Tarantino is just a freaking master. Oh, man. Yeah, A-Team, Lethal Weapon vibes. LOL, except the silent one is the one to watch. That's exactly what Adrian said during the stream, that it was Lethal Weapon vibes. Oh, and look at that. Adrian says, Waltz in the opening scenes, you were reading my mind. Adrian says to A-Team, we need a Pesci in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wait, what did A-Team say? About the Lethal Weapon. Man, I had a blast with you guys. Thank you for making my Friday great. Anthony says, man, I had a blast with you guys. Thank you for making my Friday great. Gonna get some rest so I can wake up and watch it again. Good night, Filmtopians. Let's do this again next week. Awesome. Thank you, Anthony. And again, thank you for your service. Thank you for letting us know that you are a real life superhero. So with that said, everybody will say bye to Anthony. We'll see him next week. And yeah, I can't wait till next week, because next week is just gonna be, it's just building on top of what we're seeing, and what we're seeing I love. Yep. Sending love to Adrian, man. Yeah, and Anthony, if you haven't joined the Discord already, make sure to try and do that. Like I said, thing is in the Anthony, so he says, peace family, I appreciate you. My name is Ricardo, Rick or Ricky. I'm gonna one day make a video on the 3 names I have. My government name is Ricardo, but I go by Rick and Ricky, but I introduce myself as Ricardo. So any of those 3 names, that's me. And it was so cool too when I see this. By the way, Anthony, how it says "Good night, Filmtopians." That always just like gets me. Like, to think, Like we're we're Filmtopians, guys. Like that's pretty awesome. Um, Man, and it's crazy, guys. We're building such a great community, such a great, um, you know, we're Filmtopia in a way is like this place, right? It's like this planet per se, and we're citizens of it. And what are we called? We're called Filmtopians. It always blows my mind. I think that's awesome. 18 says Ricky Ricardo, run with it. Oh, you want me to run? All right. Whenever I think of running, I think of dun 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 dun. Sweet dreams are made of these. Disappear. Oh, Anthony says quickly, what is Discord? I'm not good with social media. No problems, no worries about that. But Discord is, oh Lord, it's a server-based discussion thing. It's basically like a platform where you can just have a bunch of like chat rooms and talk about whatever it is. And for Filmtopia, we have a bunch of things. We have a Marvel chat room, we have a DC chat room, we have a Star Wars chat room, we have a general chat room, we have chat rooms for like film buffs, just a bunch of stuff. If you have a chance, just press the link, check it out, and we'll get you caught up. Yeah, Adrian says just join up, we'll help you out. Yeah, so go check it out. Definitely would love to have you over there. And as I don't know if you guys follow Gary Vee, but Gary Vee is a entrepreneur, a pretty cool guy, and he says if you ever want to learn a platform, spend, I think he says 10 hours on it, and you don't even have to actually do anything. Just watch and look and get a feel for it, and then you'll really get it down. But yeah, link is in the bio. Hey, 18 says I'm not on Discord yet either. Well, my man, my man. Please do if you have one. Like I said, we would love to have you. We're trying to grow community over there because that's the best way to like actually personally contact you, talk during the week in case I don't have videos up. Just a place to really build our Filmtopianship, and yeah. So please, if you can, go check that out. Juan Villalobos, welcome. Sick shirt, bro. Anyone figure out if the girl leading the Flag Smashers has any history in comics? What was being said last episode, or what was being speculated before the show even came out, was that that's the Red Skull's daughter. I don't know if that's true or not yet, but that's what most of the people were saying. Anthony says, "Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I won't have much time teaching and all, but I will support you here anyways, any way I can. Good night." Like I said, no worries, my man. Thank you so much, and we'll see you when we see you whenever you can. Agent says, "At A-Team, get in there. Lots of fun to be had." Reddick also plug in the Discord saying, do it, let's have fun in there. Denmark says Adrian is going crazy in Discord. Yeah, so Adrian gets down. He gets down in there. Adrian responds with, "It's crazy. Nah, I'm under control." And Anthony says, "Peace, Adrian. Enjoyed talking to you also." Yeah. But yeah, guys, this is I'm very happy to see all the community that goes on, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's in the Discord, whether it's on Twitter, whatever it is. I'm just very proud and happy to see that all happening. On my end, what I'm trying to do is really build up this channel. Something that I was mulling over the other day was that I'm I'm in this for the long haul, and I'm in this to win this. And I say that like respectfully and not in a way that's like to seem like cocky in a way. What I'm trying to say is I'm in this to win this in the sense of I want to do things on this platform that haven't been done before per se. I want to trailblaze my own path, and in the end, what it comes down to is I want to make cool stuff that adds value to you. I want to take care of the ones I love, and I want to be able to give back. And so, with those like three principles that that guide me, that I use as my compass, like I said, it may seem like it's taking long right now, or it may seem that, by me not posting, I'm not thinking about this. No, on the contrary, I'm thinking about this 24/7. I've been thinking about this since 2014. I've been like, this is like all that runs through my mind. And sometimes, um, it just takes a while. And for me, it takes a while. Juan Villalobos says, join Discord. Woo! Let's do a... Anytime anybody joins the Discord, I'm just going to... A-Team says, at Reddick, I will check it out. I got on YouTube to learn it for work since my clients refuse to read, and found people that watch stuff I like. I started interacting. Well, perfect. A-Team, honestly, if you go check out Discord, I think you'll really, really I think you'll really enjoy it. Because it's like a place where you get to talk what you're doing in the comments, except over there you get like instant replies. You can talk about all types of things. It's all organized. So yeah. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disappear? Travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody looking for something. I don't even know if I said the lyrics right, to be honest. I honestly don't remember singing what I just sang right now. But yeah. And you know what's funny? What's funny is like there's so much more growth to this channel. We're like in the baby stages of this, which is like really, for me, exciting and like motivating, because I know if this I like, right? If I like what we're doing now, I can only imagine once it's dialed in, once it's, it's executed the way I envision it. Adrian says, listen to those pipes. Denmark says, good voice though. I appreciate that. I've always had a passion for singing. I've always had a passion for acting. I've always had a passion for like the arts. It's so weird, guys. So I mean, I guess, since all my hardcores are in here right now, it's a good time to talk about it. But in all honesty, like I've always had this passion for what this is, right? The arts and doing stuff like this. But when growing up, I just never thought that this was something viable for someone like me. And once I, got old enough to realize I can just be anything I want, and I just got to, go for it. That's when my life like literally changed, and it switched around, and it just was able to allow me to start doing stuff like this. So I appreciate your guys' support. Reddick says we're going to grow pretty soon, big and big and big and big. Yes, that is the goal. I promise I will not let you guys down. Thank you, Reddick. I appreciate that. AC says, yeah, you're doing great. Well, awesome. Adrian says, It is inevitable. Oh man, I can't stop thinking of Endgame in theaters. What an experience. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to do? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you guys are still in here, um what was I going to tell you guys? Oh yeah, so just in case you didn't hear my spiel earlier, I just want to let you guys know. So as my vocal disclaimer, if you guys go into my description box of this YouTube video, I just want to explain the links in there. So I've got the Streamlabs link, which is streamlabs.com/Filmtopia. And so what that does is that's a space for like streamers where you can basically just tip or leave whatever amount of money you want, and then you get to leave a question, you get to add a sticker or stuff like that. Because right now my channel's not monetized, right? I haven't hit the marks yet. But that's what that's for. But in all honesty, that's more there for. I remember during WandaVision, holy cannoli, like our comments section was going crazy, and I couldn't read everything, and I was behind by like 5 minutes, like as far as reading them. So that's to avoid that in case someone has like a question, a comment, or a concern they strongly want to voice and make sure that I see it and read it. It'll pop up on the screen, and I'll always have access to it. But I did want to mention that that's what the Streamlabs is mainly for. Again, that's what that's for, and then I'll at the conclusion I'll let you guys know something else. And then we got the Filmtopia Discord server. That is a link that will never expire, so that should always be good. And you already know the vibe. you know the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, go check out the Discord. And then underneath that is merchandise purchased, meaning like merchandise I wear or merchandise that I plan to buy or merchandise that I just recommend. And I put affiliate links in parentheses. And so long story short, all those links have an affiliate link per se. Like it's attached to my affiliate account, and currently I'm auditioning per se to try to get into their affiliate account permanently. Right now, I think I'm not even sure if I get to keep whatever commission I make before I get accepted into the program. I'm assuming you do, but I don't know yet. And so right now my only goal is just to get into the program. And again, that's all to just, it will all be reinvested back into the channel. So Agent says WandaVision was something else. Yeah, it was something else. WandaVision was a vibe. Like WandaVision, it's funny, it was only a few weeks ago, but it was a straight up vibe, guys. Yeah, Reddick says WandaVision was a spectacle and it was amazing to experience it. That's why I always say this. Always cherish your always cherish the first time you get to see something. And that's what we did. We have it on tape. Adrian says, for those left in here, if you have any like-minded friends, please share and get them on board if you can. The more, the merrier. Yes, we are creating something big over there, guys. For any of you still in here, probably the most important link in the description box below is the Discord link. So yeah. Hey, really quick, guys. We're probably gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. But I was wondering, I referenced this earlier, but I made a video, and it's something that it's one of the aspects of my channel that I want to make. That it's something that I want to do, and there's a few reasons as to why. One of the reasons is it is an outlet to be able to, one thing that I always like wish I could do is like tell everybody about everything that's happening. Um, and so, you know, sometimes I'll tell my friend, like, "Oh, did you hear the Snyder Cut is finally coming out?" And they'll be like, "Huh? What? Like, what's that?" And so, my goal is to be able to do these types of video, the one I'm talking about, these types of videos in order to like inform people and wow. Thank you, Adrian. That's awesome, man. Adrian writes, "Thanks, Rick." Seriously, I appreciate that, Adrian. I really really appreciate that. That's very awesome of you. The great thing is that wow, that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Um, thanks, Adrian. Uh, and I just want to wrap up the thing I was saying was, so I want to make movie news content, and the way I want to do that is by giving you guys daily daily videos about that day's news. And so I'm still working out all the kinks, but I have like a prototype, and it has to do with today's news. And I just want to know what your guys' thoughts on it are, and just like, you know, certain things. I have some plans for it. Like again, this one's just the prototype, and there was a few things that I actually withheld from it. But I just want to get your guys' vibe, and I want to know: do you guys want to see it right now, or do you guys want? It's about 4 minutes. Do you guys want to see it right now on the stream, or would you guys rather me just post it on the channel, and you guys watch it in full 1080p or 4K or whatever? Let me know. For the few that are still here. Pyro Hell says John Walker has already a super soldier serum or not. I don't think he does yet, and I don't think that's going to be a twist later on. I stand by John Walker will end up being staying a good person, a good guy, and he won't have super soldier serum. Reddick says like a movie feed, right? No, it's more of like a. It's just more of like a. Again, it goes back, like the core thing to it is, I always think like, or I'm always like, I always think people know about the things that I'm talking about, and then when they don't know that it happened or it's going on, I get like kind of sad because I'm like, man, like, am I the only one that sees this? For example, like today, I didn't even know about James Gunn's the Suicide Squad trailer until like 5 hours later when I saw it on his tweet. And I just don't think that Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, all those outlets, they do a great job on reporting and all that stuff, but I just feel like there's no concise thing. So what I would want is for these types of videos for you to be like, oh, I know if I need movie news, here I go. I'm going to go watch Rick's video. And I know he'll cover me on all like the not important stuff, but like all the stuff that he likes or that he might think we might like. 18 says play it, let's see. All right. Yeah, Reddick, a one-stop shop. Exactly. So a one-stop shop, I actually have that written down somewhere about something else, but yes, a one-stop shop for all things film, guys. So yeah, so here I'm just gonna play it really quick, and if you guys stick around, cool. If not, it's all good. But oh, also, when you guys are watching it at the beginning, type good as in the quality is good and the audio is good. Like type that. And if it's bad, type bad. Not so, and the reason why is because if it's bad, then I'll just stop it and then I'll have you guys watch it when I post it tomorrow. Sound good? All right. Yeah, so good means the stream quality is good and you guys can hear and see it. Bad means it's really crappy quality and the sound sucks. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Where'd I put it? All right. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Greetings, fellow Filmtopians. My name is Ricardo Acosta, and let's dive right into it. Starting off today's news bites. The 2020 massively successful PlayStation game, Ghost of Tsushima, is getting the live-action movie treatment with the director of the John Wick franchise. Yes, you heard that right. The John Wick director will be tackling a live-action samurai movie. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the game, it centers around a samurai warrior, Jin Sakai, the last surviving member of his clan, who must set aside the traditions that have shaped him as a warrior to wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Tsushima. So it's official. Go ahead and add this one to the list for the video game to big screen renaissance we are currently witnessing. So that includes Metal Gear Solid with Oscar Isaac, The Last of Us with the Mando himself, Pedro Pascal, and now Stahelski helming Ghost of Tsushima? Sign me up. Beginning April 15th in California, those who are 16 years and older will be eligible for vaccination. Governor Newsom has said that we're anticipating within 5.5 weeks where we can eliminate all of the tiering. Now you may be asking yourself, why is this important with respect to movie news? Well, if you consider that Hollywood, aka Los Angeles, is the movie capital of the world, then it starts to become maybe the single most important piece of news there is. Because if Hollywood and their respective studios don't have to teeter between wondering if they can keep their doors open or not, then us as the fans win. Yes, us. In comic movie news, Marvel has revealed their 2021 updated release schedule. Shang-Chi is moving to September 3rd, the Eternals will be staying pat in their November 5th slot, and Spider-Man 3 No Way Home will be hitting theaters on December 17th, filling in the Star Wars theatrical window we are, I guess you could say, accustomed to. And for the Black Widow in the room, we are looking at Scarlett Johansson's long overdue solo film to now be pushed back from its May slot to July 9th. Additionally, it will be added to Disney Plus as a $30 premiere purchase to stream option. Financially, it may buckle Marvel for the first time ever. But thankfully, it most assuredly will not have anything to do with its quality or reception, but rather a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic that doesn't seem to go away. But Ms. Johansson, if you are watching, we're overly excited to see your movie, and we will do what we can to make it a special, special moment. And speaking of special moments, is it just me, or has Zack Snyder's Justice League completely taken over the movie world, as it so deservedly should have? It has now been a week since the Snyder Cut formally came out, but to put even more icing on that masterful Snyderverse cake, today, the Justice is Gray version of the Snyder Cut has premiered on HBO Max, I'm sorry. I have yet to watch it, but trust me, I cannot wait to watch it. The story behind the black and white version derives from Zack Snyder himself having an unfinished version of the Justice League on his laptop for over 2 years. Now, in those 2 years, a very, very small amount of people ever laid eyes on it. But for Zack Snyder, it was the only version that truly existed within the depths of his mind. So if anything, we get to watch what the original creator had been experiencing, by his lonesome for over the last few years. And if you ask me, that defines a Snyder Cut. Well, that about wraps it up for this experimental episode of I hope you all enjoyed this type of video, and above all, that you might have gained something from the video that maybe you could brag to your friends about and or inform them of what I might have informed you about. So, you know, take it as you may. So, thank you everybody for watching. Again, my name is Ricardo Acosta. This is Filmtopia, and I'll catch you later, Filmtopians. Peace. Yeah, I watched it with y'all. Oh man. Let's see what fellow Filmtopians gotta say. AT says we got you, not gonna let you let you out here looking crazy. Oh man. Reddick says, yeah man, you're fan, bro. Heck yeah. AJ says good Anakin. Good. Love this dude. 18 says good, like the background. AJ says hair needs some work. Also, the martial arts are not combat accurate, but we can work on that. Kidding as usual. Reddick says this is awesome. Good, as you say. Good, this is. Agent says this is great. Audio and video both perfect. Reddick says the camera focus was great. Awesome. Okay, one of the bads, A-Team saying a bad is make your titles clearer. Maybe go with a bold color and bigger. A good is the slide graphic. Reddick says the title cards need some work, but leaving that, it's great. So there's a consensus right there. The title stuff needs work. Adrian says only critique. I think a permanent, semi-permanent lower third might complete the overall look. Yep, thinking of that. One thing, a dynamic lower third. Yep. Adrian says otherwise excellent. Reddick says Nerd Film Bulletin is a name you can use. Yes, still debating on the name. I actually have a name right now, but again, I'm sitting on it because one thing you gotta. So I'm a big proponent for this space. YouTube is a big space, and there's plenty of viewers to be able to watch whatever they want. But one thing is I do sometimes need to keep a few things close to the chest because I want to be able to premiere it and run with it. Because one thing I did was, like I said, I left out a few things, even including the name of what I want to name this, just because I don't necessarily want to run the risk of someone running off with this. But again, there's a few things missing from it that I do want to integrate, and then on top of that, make stuff prettier. But here's the other thing, the other reason why, one of the other things I'm trying to like formulate. So the way I want to make it is efficiently, quality, and accurate. So one thing that I did notice with this one, I don't know if it's because maybe it was the first one, but it took me a while to like edit that. And this is something that I kind of want to be able to churn out somewhat quickly. And quickly just because I want to make other things, right? I want to make other things as well. So I want to be able to do this efficiently, beautifully, and accurately. And so once I figure that out, then I'll really integrate those other things and some of the things you guys are mentioning. A-Team says, grab you a Filmtopia shirt off of Zazzle. Yeah, that's in the works too. Working on that. Adrian says, great work. Awesome. Reddick says, pros, concise, crisp. So the pros, concise, crisp editing, and content was damn clear. Perfect. Hey, what'd you guys think? Because again, I was watching it with you guys. I went ham. I went hard on that. That Zack Snyder. This to me is the Zack Snyder cut. This is a Snyder cut. Like, I didn't even remember I did that, and I was watching it and I was like, whoa, that was actually pretty cool. A-Team says, add a social media handle with the name that you just post news on. Add a social media handle with the name that you just post news on. Oh, okay. Yeah, will do. A-Team says pre-record your intro and outro so you don't have to do those parts over and over. Very, very true. Okay. Definitely will be coming back to these and making sure I get. Adrian says the most important thing, regardless of aesthetics, is quick, succinct delivery that keeps the viewer's attention. So far, it's on par. Just keep it tight and you're all right. I think Adrian just rapped. Whether it was intentionally or not, my man just rapped. He went hard. Reddick says the cons is a title card. The bottom frame was a little too much, and a cliffhanger news piece will help. Yeah, that's great. Constructive criticism. Thank you. I will, like I said, I'm gonna write all these down. And Adrian says always intentional. I'm gonna call Adrian. From now on, Adrian is Adrian Feige. But yeah, so again, that was just my first attempt. So pros for on my side as far as when filming it and all that stuff. Adrian says, yeah, you needed a Joker reach around. How about a reach around? Huh? Or I'm trying here, let me think. How does Jared Leto's? So he goes, ah. And he goes, what's his cadence? What's his tone? He goes. Oh, I'm trying to think of the cadence. It's so hard. It's like trying to jump into a song. Oh, I can't do it right now. I got nervous. I don't know. 18 says, the name you intend to name the show. I always have to critique interviews of my clients, so I always point out the upgrades if I didn't mention it was great. Thank you. No, A-Team, I appreciate all the feedback. Definitely going to take everybody's feedback into consideration. On the channel, just FYI, guys, since you guys are seriously like my diehards and stuff, that's awesome. On the channel, you guys might see what you just saw, and then maybe double down on that, like make a few of those where they're not as polished, they still need a lot of stuff. So just in case I post them, I don't want you to think I didn't listen. It's just I'm going to integrate them a little slowly, or integrate them on the ones that I don't post. Adrian says it's like he's gagging. Yeah, he goes here. So, but I'm trying to figure out the cadence to what, like, to like a line of his, like give me a sentence of Jared Leto's Joker. Because the laugh, I remember it, but I'm trying to jump into the cadence of a sentence of his. Collaborative Kiwi, what's up? Welcome back. Collaborative says, hey man, check out my podcast with Aussie Paul. Everybody go check that out. I haven't seen it yet, but let me see if I can oh, snaps. Let me see. So currently, Collaborative, I can't like copy and paste it. Oh wait, maybe I can over here actually. Never mind. Let me see. Hey, drop it one more. Oh no, never mind. I think I got it. Hold on. Oh, you guys are live. Here, I'll throw it up on screen. Reddick says, by the way, which camera are you using to shoot this? I film with a Sony A7 III and an A7S III, but currently Sony E-mount Alpha series. A Team says post away, don't hold on to your stuff. Yeah, like I said, it was gonna just try to figure out a formula to be able to post them consistently. Well, that's the goal. They're gonna be daily or Monday through Friday at least, but you know, daily. Yeah, it's a sick camera. It's funny. Yeah, so right now what you're seeing is a Sony A7 III. One of the things that I've grown to love about the Sony A7S III is the eye focus. So like the eye focus would be nice. And but yeah. Oh, but really quick guys. So like for example, this one if I put the microphone in front of my face, it'll probably lock onto the face or onto the microphone, whereas the A7S III would make sure to keep my eye in focus. But anyways, really quick guys, want to throw Collaborative Kiwi a quick plug, and we're gonna go check out his channel. Let's see what it looks like. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to make it to where it's not cropped like that. Just give me a minute. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Adrian, do I have a prime on there? No, it's actually a zoom lens. It's actually a wide angle lens, and I'm at the very I'm at 28 millimeters. It goes from 17 to 28. It's a Tamron 17 to 28 f2.8, and but yeah, it looks nice though, right? Really quick, it looks nice. It gives some nice bokeh. The colors are pretty nice. So. But yeah, the Sony A7 III is my baby. It's my baby. It's my workhorse. Yeah, and Tamron. So Tamron, when the A7 III came out, they actually paired it. Like Tamron also came out with a 28 to 75, which I've got right here. So the Tamron 28 to 75 is this one. And then also the beauty of this one is the flip screen, right? Whereas the A7 III doesn't have that. But really quick, let's go see what Kiwi's thing is like. Let's see. Oh, awesome! They are doing a Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2 breakdown. But it's pretty cool to see like a fellow Filmtopian, right? I haven't seen a fellow Filmtopian on YouTube yet, and that's awesome. A Team says to put my gear on the Amazon link too. Yeah, I actually have that in a Google Doc. I actually forgot to put it in here. Great, great catch. I need to go do that. Actually, I did have a reasoning as to why I didn't put the camera gear. One of the reasons why was just because I didn't want to come off as I'm just like trying to get clicks or Amazon stuff. Like I'm not trying to be a shill per se. Like I kind of chose between the merchandise stuff or the camera stuff. And I chose the merchandise stuff just because it was cheaper. Something you guys most people could afford. And it was something that, maybe not everybody's into cameras, but I know a lot of people are into like clothes and stuff. So that was my reasoning for that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna eventually put in my camera gear down there. Adrian says, "Tell Paul WandaVision is the best series ever, uh, and that Snyder is the best DC filmmaker in the world." I'll take cover. Clara says to pop over and tell him yourself. Oh man. Yeah, A-Team, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's just it's funny. I mean, and the cool thing is that I feel comfortable telling you guys this, but like I grew up kind of withholding, like I don't want to look like a show off, or I didn't want to look like, just I think those are more things that I've carried over, and I know when you integrate it into like this whole social media world, that should go out the window, right? But I don't know. I think that was one of the reasons. An underline. That's what I was trying to say. It's an underlying reason. But yeah. By the way, can you guys? Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear their podcast.
Come out of the house, and then these coppers turn up, and they're just like, "Oh, why are you here?" And he's like, "What do you mean? Why am I?" Falcon's like, "What do you mean? Why am I here?" And he's like, "Oh, don't get aggressive, whatever. Can I ask for your ID?" And he's like, and then Buckets just give him his ID, and he's like, "No, I'm not going to give him my ID. I haven't been doing anything." And it was literally an homage to
like, "Oh, it's just bothering you."
Walking while black.
It's like
in a neighborhood, and they stopped the whole show to do this. And then suddenly he's like, "Do you know who this is?" Bucky's like, "Do you know who this is?" To Falcon, referring to Falcon, and they're like, "Oh, they realize who it is." And then suddenly they realize they're there to arrest Bucky. So
it's so stupid.
It doesn't make sense, because first they would just turn up. If they're there to arrest Bucky, they just turn up and they'd be like, "Hey, you breached your parole. Time to get in the back of the car, buddy." Like, and they'd know who these two people are. They know who Bucky was, at least that. And then, but we have like this scene of a black man walking more black and being preached to that this happens to black people. And it's like, do we really need, like, that's why I echo Nicole's sentiments. Do we really, like, we watch entertainment to escape, like, especially like MCU stuff. We watch it to escape and see cool action sequences and fun stories about comic characters. And yeah, they can have some, like, X-Men is a very good example of this. They're a segmented group that are oppressed by the government and people because they're different, right? And you can have a lot of social, like, in the time it was written, there was a lot of social stuff happening on. So like, this is like why I like have an issue with why we need to inject it into this show. It exists, but why do we need to acknowledge it in this? Like, it's such a
one thing. So I guess they were talking about they're talking about the episode over on their channel, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not accustomed to watching other people's live stream as of late, just because I've been doing this one. And so it was interesting to watch a little bit of theirs. They definitely have different opinions, and or at least I think Paul has a different opinion on a few things than I do, and yeah. So, but yeah, just wanted to show some love as far as here on the stream. Maybe once I'm done, I'll pop over just to watch it by myself. But yeah, so thank you everyone. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's in here. And really cool to see collaborative Kiwi out here. Pretty awesome. Like I said, if I could get all of you to be YouTubers, this would be awesome. I'd be psyched. But yeah. So I think for the day though, I think we're gonna wrap it up, everyone. I do want to say thank you, everyone, and thanks again for also what's it called, for giving me feedback on that other video. Like I said, the feedback will be implemented slowly but surely. But again, if you guys see over the course of the next few days a few videos that still aren't polished, like I said, I'm not ignoring anything. I just want to get in the habit of putting them out. And so yeah. Collaborative says, "Hey man, thanks for sharing. Appreciate it. Of course, Collaborative Kiwi, we appreciate you." But yeah, so just want to say thanks for letting us know about it. And so yeah, Adrian, thank you for a great stream. Thank you for always being here. Thank you to everyone that's still here. If you guys have more fire to burn, go check out the Discord. Link is in the bio if you're not already joined. The conversation, that's the after party of the after party. And it is the party during the week as well. Reddick, amazing stream. Love your content. Well, we love you, Reddick. Thank you for always being so supportive, being so active, and just being an awesome person. So with that, I will close. A-Team, if you're still in here, thank you. And Collaborative, thank you. Adrian, Denmark, Corona, thank you. And yeah. Adrian says, thanks. I'll remember Discord for more. Otherwise, see you next time. Justin, thank you. Thank you so much for dropping in. I will keep it up just for y'all. And awesome. Reddick says, after party, after the party. After party, after the after party is for the legends. LOL, it's 5:30 a.m. here in ATL, the capital of where all things Marvel are filmed. And with that, we will end it. And with that, I will say, this Filmtopian is signing off. I'll see you next time.